Hey everyone, and welcome to Friday. We're getting near the end of Module 1 and going into Module 2, so I thought I would just talk about a few things to make sure you're up to date with your first speech. Hopefully, you are by now. So I just wanted to go over the details on that again. Just looking at some of the outlines, making sure everybody knows the direction. So I wanted to do that really quick. Just go over some of the things that are due as a reminder that you get those in by today. And then I wanted to just go over some of the quality of the work that I'm seeing. And I want to make sure that you're getting the most out of this class and that you're doing your best. So let's take a look. Okay, so first of all, I'm very excited about your speeches coming up this week. I think you all did very well. The ones that I've seen in the outlines I've seen, I think they're coming along really well. I want to make sure that you understand, this is kind of a little bit of something I've noticed. You have these two options to pick from that we've talked about. So this is a quotation or a saying that you feel applies to your life. Some different people have kind of picked some different ones. If you've kind of gone off topic, maybe find a quotation that fits with what you've done and center it around that. And then you can also talk about an influential person in your life. So even though we've talked about this, maybe you've missed class or something like that, make sure you're sticking to these two topics for your speech. Additionally, make sure it's 2 to 3 minutes and that you're doing an extemporaneous style, meaning you're not reading what is written there. If you look at, make sure you check under Module 1 for your class, from your class section, Groups 1 and 2, you're going either the 13th or 15th. You don't need to show up unless you want to. If you're presenting, let's say you're presenting on the 13th, you don't necessarily need to be there for the 15th unless you would like to do it to see additional speeches, but you're not required to. So double check that and make sure that you are good to go on that. Really quickly too, some of the criteria that I'm looking at, are you mumbling? Like I'm trying to make this one fairly just to get the practice in. So are you following these simple criteria? Did you follow the directions? Are you using one of the correct option 1 or option 2? Did you just sit there and read your script? Was it organized with an intro, a body, and a conclusion? So I'm kind of lumping that under effort. So this is sort of I don't want to say a minimal effort speech, but this is one just so you're getting the most out of class and you're becoming comfortable giving a speech. The other thing I wanted to draw your attention to was make sure you get your Module 1 quiz done and your short speech example. They're both due today. I've given some warnings about them, but this is just one more, hey, you have some time to get them done. Okay, we've had 3 sort of different levels of work come in. The first is the person who takes a picture of their handwriting and submits that. Please type out all of your work. Unless you've gotten approved from me that you've had some major error, which I don't know what that would be, you don't need to take a picture of your handwriting and turn that in. Again, unless something has come up, I'm going to start giving these zeros. So be aware of that. Go that extra step, type it out. The other that I am noticing is, let me go to this one first. It'll be like, I'm giving for instance of last night's assignment where we needed to talk about the members in our group, what their topic was, what their name is, and the feedback that you gave them. So I'm seeing things like this. Member 1 talked about her dad. I liked it. Now this isn't actually somebody's work. This is just an example. And it'd be a stretch to put that period here, but we're seeing a lot of grammar issues, a lot of, not capitalization in the right, and grammatical kind of errors, wants to buy a house. So just things that if you were to look over it twice, you would notice isn't there. It might not even be completely finished. So Grades aren't about the teacher. They're not about the class. They are about you and the investment that you're making in yourself while you're in college. So go ahead and, put your best foot forward. We also, this is an example. I've blocked out the names. This is what somebody turned in, and I thought this is excellent. It's organized, it shows effort, it follows the directions well, and as you can see from the length of it, it's not overbearing. It's not a write a 10-page paper. It's putting forth the quality, putting forth the organization, and that really stands out. So if you start thinking of classes as your steps towards a career, this is the kind of example that gets you kind of on the fast track towards getting a good career and letting bosses know that you take your work seriously. So that is kind of what I had for you as far as getting ready. We'll be moving into Module 2 soon. Make sure you're ready for your speeches next week. And that's all for me. I hope you all have a great weekend.